Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And so we are live. We are live on MGC Gold. And so let me pull this back and do one of these numbers here. Currently, I'm waiting for a pullback now. Let me just say this gold has been, did this thing this morning, entered in here. It stopped me out earlier, but I got back in at this buy and got out at this candle right here. And so I am green for the day. And so this will be looking for a pullback for a re-entry. If you're looking to enter into this trade on MGC, we're looking for buying positions only. So everybody that has been talking about gold selling, sell, they have no clue about economics and what's going on. Gold is in buying momentum. It's what I've been saying. It's what the analysis, the analysts have been showing, that gold is in buying momentum. And right now it's 9:30. Gold is buying. So we can see it hit TP this morning. I am looking for a pullback for a re-entry for a buy. Looking for price to pull back so that we can enter in again for a buy. And possibly, let's see here if it's going to go ahead this morning, though, and hit TP on the exodus strategy, because the exodus strategy did call this move here. They called this buy. It said an alert. I got in at the buy. I got out at this candle here at the pullback of this candle. And so I am back up green for the day. And so waiting for a pullback before we re-enter again for a buy. Now, price could leave us and just go to the moon. But I do believe that we're going to have a pullback before we have, we're going to have a shoot up, but we're going to have a pullback so that we are able to re-enter. This is on the 5-minute time frame, the 5-minute time frame. And so we're looking for a pullback for re-entry for a buy. I do believe the price this morning is already at I said this morning on our call at 7:30, I said the price could get to that area of 3,700. Currently, right now, it's at 3,703. And so price broke past this area, this previous ceiling that we saw. It touched here, retraced, touched here, retraced, and then it finally came the fourth time over here and went ahead and pushed up. But it was at the buy, this buy call on the exodus strategy. It called a buy. And if you had gotten in on this particular buy, let us go and see where price would have taken you to on 5 units. If you are trading funded accounts, 5 units, let's see if it was on 10 units, what it would have done if you have a funded account, or if you're trading. Price could possibly leave us too. So I'm looking at this. And so let's go here and do this real quick. At the enter on this particular candle, it was this entry here. This is the entry right here. And your stop loss would have been here. And your take profit would have been at this particular right here. And so I am up greatly on my accounts. So you would have been at the close of this candle. Let me I can't see. Why is the line looking a little funny? Okay, there we go. It was at the close of this candle there. You would have been up $760. $760. The move would have been a $760 move. Now, that is on 10 units. If you had gone down to 5 units, risking $250, you would have a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. But if you are taking it to TP, which is what I have set on the strategy to go to, let's see if you're looking to take it. That was TP1. You're taking it to TP. The end, it will be $990 on 5 units. Looking for a pullback for a re-entry for a buy, though. Waiting for a pullback, possibly a pullback There we go. Looking for that pullback. Not looking to, but we're not buying high. We're waiting for a pullback for a re-entry. So we had an impulsive move up. We have that move. Now we're waiting for a price to retrace, come back so that we can enter in for a buy. It is a bullish market. We're not looking for selling. We're not looking to sell the market. We're looking to buy the market. We're not looking for selling opportunities. We're only looking for buying opportunities. And so that's what that would have been on. And why does this not change out? But you would have been risking 250. And now if you go down to 2 units, you would have been risking $100, and it will be 396 on that TP all the way to there. But if you come back down to the close of this candle, it would have been $154. So close to a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. You do want it, at least some of you all are okay with the 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, but 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio is what we look for, is 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. Now, if you are in profit, if you enter into that trade on a 1-to-1 risk to a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, and you are in that trade and you're looking to go to TP and you see that it's almost to TP, you should take partial profit or move your stop loss up into profit so that if it retraces, you are stopped out into profit. It's not a loser. And so you can move your stop loss up if you were to enter into that trade. But we're waiting for price to pull back so that we can have an opportunity to re-enter for a buy. And so where's price possibly going to retrace back to? I will be wanting price before I look to enter in for buys. And here's the thing, you're not going to get every trade. You're not going to enter into every trade. But if price is going to enter in for a buy, or at this particular point, I'm looking for price to come back to this ceiling as a floor. I want price to come back to this area of price right here of the 36.95 area. I want it to come back there before I enter in for a buy. I want it to revisit that previous ceiling as a floor and let me enter in at that point. And so if we go to the higher time frame, top down analysis, the 1 hour, as you can see, that was what happened this morning. Price got to this area over here. It was a resistance area. This is a resistance area. It came back down and revisited this previous ceiling. This was a ceiling. This was a resistance area. And so price broke past that area, came here, revisited this area twice, 3 times. Revisited this area 3 times, and then it broke out on this. It didn't break out, it moved back up, and then it broke out from here. And so we're looking at price continue to move up. And so we are looking for buying opportunities. But before we buy, I am looking for price to retrace back to this area, the 36.95, which was a previous ceiling, before I enter in for a buy. I'm looking for a retracement. I'm looking to enter in at the retracement. So you have an impulsive move up, a retracement, an impulsive move up, a retracement, an impulsive move up. You enter in at the end of the retracement, the beginning of an impulsive move. So you enter in, you go up. This is your entry. This is the end of the retracement, the beginning of an impulsive move. This is the end of the retracement, the beginning of an impulsive move. I got in at that impulsive move. I got in, took partial profit, waiting for another re-entry. But I'm not looking to enter the market now. I'm waiting to enter the market at the pullback of the retracement. I'm looking at the end of the retracement. So once it retraces and it's over, the move is getting ready to go back up, that is when I am looking to enter into the market. And so I want to enter in at that area that is a previous ceiling. It is now become a floor. So this was a previous ceiling. It broke out from this area, resistance. And why? Because it's an uptrend. I know you all are all out here saying sell, sell, sell on gold. And I don't know why, because clearly on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, top down analysis, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, all of these have bullish. It's a bullish market. It's rallying. And so you are not looking for selling opportunities. You are looking for buying opportunities in this market. Now, you can do some selling opportunities if you're a counter trend trader. But if you are looking to be profitable and take high probability setups, then you are looking for buying opportunities in this uptrend market. It is not a downtrend market, it's an uptrend market. So you're not looking to take selling opportunities. Once again, every trader knows this language. The trend is your friend. And so we want to go with the trend, not against the trend. And so there are people who go against the trend and then they're like, I don't know why I'm losing money. Well, you're going against the trend, my friend, and that is why you're losing money. And so you want to make sure that you are entering in at a pullback. Now, it's possible that price can pull back to the EMA, the 8 EMA, or the 13. We'll see where it pulls back to. If it possibly pulls back to this area, which will be the blue trend line, that is exactly where we want price to come to. Even if it comes down to the 13, we're looking at price retracing to our previous ceiling, which will be a floor now. We're seeing price retrace to that area. So this is where the waiting game comes in. You wait patiently and you wait for a price to get to your area. And if it doesn't get there, it doesn't get there. But you're not in a trade with your stomach hurting because price didn't get to your area. So price could leave us at this particular point, hit TP, and that's fine. We would still be looking for pullbacks for possible re-entries for the buy. We are still looking for pullbacks. So it didn't pull back much here, but it did pull back. Still not looking for price to come all the way back down. And if it doesn't come back down to this area, 3.6, I'm still looking for it to come back down to this trend line or this auto trail. And so this is where I am looking for price to come back to. And so this is on gold. So for our funded challenge, we are focusing on MGC futures. I am only focusing on MGC because right now we know where the market is going. And if you are looking to win your funded accounts, if you're looking to pass evaluations, you want to make sure that you are entering in with the exit strategy. As you can see, it called this buy if you were in on this particular buy at this particular time frame. And so you would have been in profit and you would be still going into profit. And so I am going to say that, and price looks like it's getting ready to push up possibly to that 13. I'm sorry, that 37. What is this? The end of this box is 37.13 area. And so it's possibly getting ready to go there. And so you do want to make sure this white area that you see back here on the exit strategy, what this is I have my strategy set where it only takes where it only trades at specific time frames. So I'm only looking to take trades between, what is this, my time frame? So I didn't set it to that. Okay. So I have it set for 7:30 to 12 noon, 7:30 to 12 noon. And so I am looking to take trades between 7:30 a.m. and 12 noon. So if the strategy calls anything, it is going to call those positions between 7:30 and 12 noon, and I will get an alert. Outside of those time frames, I am not getting alerts. I am not trading outside of 7:30 a.m. and 12 noon. Those are the times that I'm looking for the strategy to call my position for me. And when it calls the positions, that's when I'm looking to enter into those positions. And so between 7:30 and 9 a.m., I'm also waiting for my perfect setup. I'm waiting for, if I miss the move, I am looking for a pullback for a reentry. And so we're going to the higher time frame to make sure that we see what that particular move is going to be. And as you can see, the market is not playing. Gold is not playing. Why is gold buying up and why is gold not selling? Well, gold is buying up because there's economic uncertainty. People are not confident in what's going on. We see a possible Fed rate cut coming. But guess what? If the Fed rate cut does not come, guess what's going to happen to gold, which is a safe haven asset? This is how people protect their assets. They protect their capital. They invest it in hard assets. And this is a hard asset. And so this is where when we saw this with the Great Depression, we saw this where gold went to the roof. And so this is what we're looking at right now. I'm not saying that's what's taking place, but nonetheless, we have economic uncertainty. And so gold is buying up because we need to have some rate cuts. And if we don't have those rate cuts, what's going to happen? Gold is going to, they said by the end of the year, the analysts are saying hard assets are going to, this particular hard asset is going to possibly go to 4,000 to 4,500 by the end of the year. Gold, $44,000 to $4,500 an ounce of gold. And so you do not have to own the asset, but you need to know how the asset moves in order to trade the asset in the market, so you are able to make money off of this particular move. And so that's what we teach. That's what I teach on the platform, Mr. Possible. I teach you how to read the market, how to identify market structure, how to get in the market, where to enter and where to exit your trades, how to profit, and how to win funded accounts. And so you need a strategy. You need a strategy, and you need the strategy to be simple. It does not need to be hard. Trading is not hard. The hard part of trading is the emotional aspect, where people feel like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where to enter. And so you want to be able to enter your trades with confidence. And that comes with actually practicing trading. You have to practice trading. You have to practice entering the market. You cannot do analysis on the charts just by looking at the charts and say, this is what it's going to do. You're not going to get it. This is a skill set. And so with any skill, you have to do practicals. You have to practice. Just like for me, I was a cosmetologist for 20 years. I did not do any new thing on a person without practicing it on a mannequin first. Strategy. What is the strategy for this person's head? They want something new. So if I want to practice a strategy, I'm doing something new, I have to practice it. And this is where demo accounts come in. This is where you practice the skill set of trading. And once you get in the market and you are in there real time, you're going to see that real time trading is different than back testing. Back testing is where you are going in the market and you're practicing your strategy. But in order to be successful, you're going to have to get into the market real time, because time moves differently when it's real time. Time moves, it's totally different when you have to get up and walk away from a trade because you see it in drawdown. And so you have to be patient and wait for it to play out, whether it's going to hit your stop loss or whether it's going to actually go into profit. So it's totally different when you are in the market live and when you are back testing. So we just want to make sure that you guys are getting this. And this is the season right now, guys. You need to be plugging into learning this information, getting this information, because we're about to see a wealth transfer like never before. And with the exit strategy, gold is going to shoot through the roof. Either it's going to shoot. Now, let me say what I believe is going to happen. It's two things that can happen. We get a Fed rate cut, gold goes down. It's a tremendous move down if we get a Fed rate cut, where it drops tremendously because now people have some confidence. Or we get a Fed rate cut and it still continues to shoot up because people are like, I don't know. But what we're going to see is we possibly could see indexes drop as well with a Fed rate cut, because people are going to let them continue to drop in order to be able to buy them. Because you buy low, you sell high. And so we could possibly, with the Fed rate cut, see gold drop tremendously. Now, if we don't see a Fed rate cut, then we possibly are going to see gold. We already see it's at today, it just hit another all-time high. 37, right now it is at 37.04, but it went to 37.07. That is an all-time high. So we see gold pushing up into new spaces. Guess what? We're more than likely, if we don't get a Fed rate cut, we're going to see gold shoot through the roof. And so you want to be on the side of trading the market, in the market, making money off the market, because whether you have the asset or not, whether you own it or not, you are able to make money. You do not have to own a physical piece of gold in order to make money off of gold's price action. And that's what we're doing. We're trading price action. We're price action traders. Okay. And so I'm focusing solely on gold. I know that there are people, I know a lot of people, and those of you who love XAU, USD, the gold currency pair, it's the same movement. The difference is price is a little different on futures contracts, because this is a speculated price in the future. So they're saying that price in the future, this is a December contract, will be at 3,700. And so we continue to see price move up. They're saying that price could be at 4,000 if it moves up to 4,000 before December on a futures contract. And so this is the speculated price. And so we see price moving, continuing to move up now. And so this is what we're looking at real time in the market. So guys, make sure you're plugging in, make sure you're getting this information, make sure you are learning the skill set, because people look at this and they're like, oh, well, I'm losing, I want to make money now. I didn't make money doing hair straight out of cosmetology school. I had to get on the floor. I had to practice. I had to learn the skill first. I had to learn how to cut hair. I had to learn how to do hair. I had to learn how to shampoo. I had to learn how to do that. And it took me, now I'm not going to tell you how long it took me, because it took me a little bit, because I kept having babies. And so it took me a while to get out of cosmetology school, but to actually learn the skill, it took me 12 months. It took me 12 months to get all of the practicals and all of the technical things that I needed, the 45 degrees, the 90 degree for a haircut, the perpendicular distribution, all of those things pertaining to hair. It took me 12 months to get it, but guess what? I still had to perfect my craft. I still had to practice. I still had to test it out. I still had to do mannequin work. And so it's no different with trading. It's a skill. And so you're going to have to do a demo account. That's a mannequin. That's a practice account. You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to do practicals. You're going to have to go in and practice on your mannequin. You're going to have to go in real time. And then when we got on the floor, we had to use real people. Let me tell you, trading real money is different than trading demo money. The emotion behind it is different. Dealing with a real person when you are new in cosmetology, my stomach was flipping the first time I went on the floor. I was nervous, crazy nervous, but I did not let my nerves stop me from perfecting my skills. Even the failures that I had when it came to doing hair, I did not let that stop. I took people's hair out. My sister-in-law took her hair completely out. Wanted to quit, but I did not let that stop me from progressing with doing hair. And you can't let setbacks in trading stop you from learning the skill and progressing with the skill. You're going to have losses, but you keep going on and you learn from the losses and you perfect your craft. You perfect your skill set. You perfect it. You know what the market is going to do. You don't win by quitting. Okay, so it's 9:59. I'm getting ready to jump off. We're going to be jumping back on here at 11:30, myself and the CEO of Mission Possible Worldwide, so that we talk about the profitability factor of the Exodus strategy, the numbers game. We want to talk about the numbers and what the profitability factor is on the Exodus strategy and how you can benefit from having this particular indicator with us and learning the education and learning this skill set with us at Mission Possible Worldwide. So make sure that you plug in. We'll be back on. We're also going to be on the Mission Possible Worldwide channel, and we're going to be on this channel here going live, and price is stupid moving up. I love it. Come on. Is it about to hit TP? It's about to hit TP, y'all. Did it. TP taken. Exodus strategy called it. Taken. Took it. Good job. Good job, Exodus. Good job, Exodus strategy. So look, make sure you plug in this afternoon. It just hit TP. This is the alert that you get when price hits take profit with the strategy. It just lets you know that your order was hit. And so there we go. Price went to a new all-time high. It just went to 37.15 on gold. Don't you dare think about selling right now. If you sell, all of you sellers out there I know your stomach is just bubbling. Stomach is hurting because don't you think about selling gold. This is not sale time. This is you wait. This is all-time high. This is discovery zone. So make sure you plug in. I will see you at 11:30. See you at 11:30. That is the end of this session. Talk to you soon.